Welcome back to Bears Bricks, everybody. My name is Ben. Today we're going to spend a decent amount of time in the Greenery area putting in things like a boat ramp, a pier. We're going to be tiling off our water, and most importantly, finally putting in our beach. Now, before we get to any of that, I want to talk a little bit more about a purchase that we made over a double VIP weekend, and also make sure you like, subscribe, and let's get started. Before we jump into the Lego City and starting to build out a little bit more of the greener area, I wanted to talk just a little bit more about the Lego Insiders weekend that we're currently in. They have extended it until Monday, which is awesome news. Now we have a little bit more time, not just Saturday and Sunday, but also Monday as well, to earn double VIP points. Now, we placed our first order the other night, and the reason I placed that order online is I wanted to use Rakuten. I wanted to get that free money back. Not sponsored by Rakuten, but love using it. Love getting that free money back after placing orders online. And it's not just via Lego, it's a bunch of different sites. If you're not signed up via Rakuten, please make sure you use our link above, as you get $40 for free once you make that first order. So I love free money. I know you love free money as well. Make sure you use that. You see the link above. I'll also put it in the description notes as well for you to use. Mentioned we placed our first order. It is the Lego Ideas Home Alone, and with that purchase, we were able to meet that threshold and get both GWPs with the Winter Market Stall and Magisto's Magical Workshop. Very excited about that. And again, I wanted to go back online to see if I could place that order again. Would I? Because I was debating on waiting, and I'm glad I didn't, because now it is on back order, and it mentions that it's going to ship in 60 days. Kind of crazy that you have to wait that long. Hopefully people can find it in their store and they don't have to wait. The other thing I want to talk about is the 20% off vouchers that we had seen that you could redeem, which was 0 points, but you could redeem it for 20% off if you were a Lego Insider. We already see that 6 of them are sold out. We have Assembly Square, Ninjago City Gardens, Ford Mustang, Luke Skywalker's Landspeeder, and also the Little Mermaid's clamshell already sold out, so you cannot purchase those with the 20% off coupon. Crazy to see those gone, but just kind of the way it is, I guess. I'm kind of bummed, but we'll move on, and hopefully we get better sales on Black Friday. Today we are going to be in the Lego room working on the greenery area. First thing I want to finish off today is the beach. We worked quite a bit on our river the last time we were in the Lego room. Today I want to finish off the beach, or at least get started on it. I do want to add a couple cute characteristics, like a little shower on the beach. After you go swimming, you can come in, shower off. And then on our platform up here, we have a cute little sitting area, a couple cute little bushes, but I want to flip-flop these things around so that the benches are actually over here looking at the beach and the water. Just seems to make a little bit more sense. I do want to add our little wall in right here, and then what we'll do is we'll actually create like a little path here that walks over to the beach, takes everybody over. Again, you can kind of go around this nice little sitting area, and again, take down this little wall, create maybe a little step depending on how high the beach goes up, a couple steps down to the beach, the water area, and then also continue to work with our masonry brick over here so that we can continue to build our wall on the outside, just to create a little bit of a barrier for people that are coming into our woodsy area. Now, it wouldn't be a woodsy area if we didn't have more trees. So we do have a bunch more trees and bushes that we're going to be putting in today. And I think that'll start rounding things out. And the last thing I want to add in is just a little pier that we actually made here. Add that into, somewhere in the Lego area. I haven't really figured it out yet. Somewhere where people can just kind of go out, maybe put a couple people with fishing poles, trying to fish in our little river. So a lot to do today. That was very long-winded, but I want to get started and get a lot of this done. Here we go. Before I started on the beach area, I had done a little bit of work and research on Pinterest and found a cool idea of really what I wanted our beach area to look like. It did not turn out like the picture, but it was a decent amount of fun here, just trying to, again, work with different pieces and try to connect everything back together. We did move on to our platform after that, and this honestly took forever because we had to take off all the different tiles. The fountain was adjusted, one stood too far, so we had to adjust that and take all the tiles off on the other side. But anyway, we got it all figured out and ended up fixing it in the end here. Slowly but surely, we're making a few adjustments to the greenery area. The first of a few being that we have now inputted our beach, having 2 separate tiers here, kind of making our way down to the river. Our last tier here is just going to overlap with the water as we start to use some more of our 1x2 trans blue tiles. Those will just grow right over top of that last little bit of sand here, and then on our river as well. Jumping over here, we do have a little shower head that I created. I thought this was kind of unique, just giving some of the different swimmers a chance to come in and shower off a little bit before they jump up here to our platform. Our platform, this is what has taken us the most work, honestly, with all of the 1x1 tiles and having some of those white jumpers that we had previously, but then also these 2x2 tiles. Having to take all of those off and then individually put them back on has been crazy, especially because we needed to balance it out. This fountain was actually pushed over one stud too far over to the far side over there, so we had to take off all of these tiles and then adjust it, push it back, pull it back this way, and then put those tiles back in. That took forever. The other bushes that we had, the smaller bushes, or trees, I guess, whatever you want to call them, were too big to fit behind our benches, and I wanted something a little bit skinnier so that we could push our benches as far back as possible to give just a little bit more room to make it a little bit more open over here. And I think overall this is looking pretty good. I did want to put our little fence over here. It actually extended the entire length of this half base plate, but I actually adjusted it, just made it a little bit smaller. So just, again, it's a little bit more open and just a little bit more accessible. The next thing I want to work on is I want to start working with some of our masonry brick here, just extending our wall all the way throughout the entire edge of this part of the greenery area. Let's get that done. We are so close to finishing the edge of our greenery area using that masonry brick, and everything's looking pretty good. We are completely out of 1x tile. Unfortunately, the only tile we have left is 2x2 light bluish gray tile, so we'll have to either order a little bit more or go to our local bricks and minifig store to get a little bit more of that. And then we are just missing a couple bricks here on some of those different corners. I'm going to check into that, as we may end up changing even some of the plate underneath so that we don't have to protrude from the actual plate that's there, since we do have our railroad track that kind of comes around here, and I don't want to have to bump our railroad track out anymore. I'd rather kind of keep it where it's at. So I may potentially just change this plate underneath to light bluish gray and then just add a brick underneath so that it's, again, all one color, and then you won't honestly even be able to tell that we are missing brick on those corners. But I did get quite a bit done here. We were able to put in all of our 1x2 trans blue tiles, and again, everything is starting to look really good. The one thing I'm excited about is finally getting a couple bears or a couple monkeys or something to sit inside of our little cave. And then again, as you can see, we have that waterfall coming down, have a couple different levels, couple different tiers within our greenery area. That water kind of makes its way down, goes around our tree. We moved our pier over to this side. Everything comes down underneath that little bridge, and kind of comes right off the little ledge there. So pretty cool. We moved our little otter over here as well, giving him a little bit more space to breathe. And the one thing that I came up with is, obviously it's great to have a little river, but how do you get stuff into the river? Well, you got to have a little boat ramp. So we use some of our 2x2 dark gray tile, and then just use some of our different dark gray cheese wedges to give just a little bit of a slope as you go towards the water. So I thought that was pretty unique, just so that people can put their boats in, canoes, whatever it is, and, you know, try to enjoy some time on the river. One last thing in our greenery area. This is one area I have absolutely no idea what to do with. I debated on potentially putting the medieval blacksmith here, as I think that would be a really cool set, especially since it has some unique pieces, and I think it's meant to be a little bit closer to water. But it's not something I'm 100% sure on, because I think it's going to be too tall. I've been doing a little research, and I think it's a pretty large set. Obviously, it's going to fill out an entire base plate, which is fine. It's just the fact that it's going to be a little too tall, I think, to start blocking some of our different sets that we have on our rock ledge up there. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think we should do. I know that there's probably a perfect set, one that is just about the size of maybe the A-frame cabin or the Winnie the Pooh set. So let me know, and look forward to seeing what you guys think. All right, everybody, a quick video today, but I feel like we got a lot done in a short amount of time, and I appreciate y'all sticking with me today. Now, please make sure you guys drop a comment down in the comment section of what you think we should do for that empty space in the greenery area, as I have absolutely no idea what we should do. But again, thank you so much for sticking with me. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, and I'll see everybody soon. Bye.